permanently as a full-fledged subject. Here, a special methodology was designed and developed. It was interrelated with the occult subjects like Tantra, Yantra, Vastu, etc. All the phases of human life were brought under its fold. It blossomed into many branches on the basis of subjects it dealt with. The main branches are something like this: Vivaha Prashna on marriage, Santana Prashna on progeny, Mrugaya Prashna on hunting, Chora Prashna on theft, Nashta Prashna on lost articles, Bhojana Prashna on food taken, Vrishti Prashna on rain, Kupa Prashna on availability of water in wells, Deva Prashna on the loss of the life force of idols in temples, Vastu Prashna on the suitability of plots, Abhichar Prashna on black magic done by enemies, Nashta Jataka Prashna, lost horoscopy, Tambula Prashna, using betel leaves for prediction, Nalikera Prashna, using coconut to fix the ascendant, if the person is alive or not, about that. Then Yatra Prashna, about the travel, Yuddha Vijaya Prashna, about the victory in the war, Sandhi Prashna, about possibility of compromise. Okay, so classics of India, especially pertaining to the Kerala and Tamil Nadu, the Prashna Marga, the Prashnanushthana Paddhati, Prashnayana, ityadi. So three important authors on Prashna in Kerala, that is Prashnanushthana Paddhati, Prashna Marga and Prashnayana. So these are all Sanskrit uh, treatises, and also a lot of Nadi Granthas and different techniques have been developed in Tamil Nadu, so which helps us to focus on the problems and solve them. So here the remedial measures are to be selected by the astrologer, and the queryists should not force the astrologer to perform any or suggest any remedies that they wish to have. So astrologer would have studied the shastras in depth and should have attained the position of Daivagnya. So he will select the remedy which is suitable at that condition, at that time and place, and for the person's karma. So all these are calculated in depth and they will select the remedies. So if you believe on the knowledge attained by the Daivagnya, so just surrender yourself to the Daivagnya to show the path to solve your problems. He or she, the Daivagnya, will be able to guide you properly by selecting the proper remedy and help you to get rid of the problems. One of the points to be known or remembered here is, so whatever the guidance the Daivagnya gives, it has to be implemented by the querist as soon as possible, or whatever the time frame the astrologer suggests. So most of the times people will delay the remedial measures, or they will keep on doing the astrologer shopping, going to other astrologers. So that doesn't work. Stick to one doctor, stick to one astrologer, so or one priest who is ultimate, who has attained some good amount of knowledge in that subject and also is having a helping nature. So nobody is perfect in the world, so nobody can predict the future 100%. Some hints can be derived, to show the path, and also some remedial measures can be done. So a lot of studies have been done in Vedic and Tantric literature to provide the remedies. So it's your job now to take the right path by selecting the right astrologer, such that the remedies. Like for example, the yantra is given or some mantra is asked to be chanted, so you have to perform those rituals or the practices as per the directions. And also you should do some hard work. So nothing comes for a easy way. So karma has to be, whatever the karma achieved, attained, so that has to be reduced by doing the karma vipaka. You have to uh, do some more karmas to, or divide that ancient karma into separate parts in time intervals, and the uh, kind of quantas in terms of physics, if you can say. So uh, karma vipaka is very important. So do the service of elder, do some dhanams, the donations, then do some vratas which are suggested. Common vratas are there. So do the physical exercises, yoga, meditation, walking, do hard work, and be close to the nature. All these things are very important. It's not that somebody provides some package to you, ready package, and you keep it, and every problem of your life is solved. That's not possible. Okay, you have to do your level best to solve your problem. The external forces or the support given by the astrologer or the tantric, so that is one part. You have to do your sadhana, then only you will be able to proceed in the life, or else you will be just doing the astrologer shopping all the time, and your age will be elapsing. So from this live video I would like to give information regarding what are the different possibilities in horary or Prashna Shastra, and what are the remedial measures. So if yajna is suggested, get the yajna done. If some Tirtha Yatra is suggested, go to that Tirtha Yatra and complete it. If some Parayanam of some Purana or some Punya Katha is asked to be done, do it. Take it as a serious journey and perform it. So commitment is very important here, then only some results can be attained. Certain karmas are there which cannot be changed at all easily. It has to be changed in the same path in which that karma has been done. So many a times planting the uh, seeds to grow the plants, are doing support to the goshala and agriculture. So all these also will be helpful. So hard work is very important. As much as hard work is done, either in terms of the physical or in the spiritual path, so the success will automatically come to you. And also following the instructions exactly as said by the astrologer. Don't cross the astrologer's weave of remedies. He or she will select the best one for you from the available scriptures. There are thousands and thousands of remedies, but the one which is specific for you will be pointed by the Prashna Devatas. Your problem will also be pinpointed by the Prashna Devatas. It's not some hi-fi mathematical calculations only are going to support. It's not right. We require mathematical calculations. We have advanced softwares and apps available nowadays. It's very easy to calculate all those things. So we can always use those calculations quickly to see the, either it is bala nirnaya, rashtaka varga, or dasha bhukti antara, pratyantara, pranantara. All these divisions or different types of dashas or different shodasha vargas. All these are very important sometimes. So we have to do a careful analysis and come up with the solution. So give ample amount of time for the astrologer to analyze. Sometimes it may not be auspicious time to see the astrology or the Jataka Vishlešanam or the horoscope analysis. The astrologer will choose the right time for you. So he has to get the prerana, has to get the motivation to see the Jatakam or the horoscope. Okay, so it's not that there are Prashna Shastra niyamas where whenever the query approaches, then only it has to be seen. But there are some other prashnas in Tamil Nadu system also. So where if the astrologer wants to delay it, it is his choice. Okay, astrologer has all the rights and for the welfare of the querist, so you should be able to identify the right muhurta. Even in Kerala, it is said that you have to come at a particular muhurtas, they will avoid the durmuhurtas. So that is the Kerala approach. But in Tamil Nadu approach, there are some prashnas where 24 hours they can see. So it works in a different way. So there are different prashna paddhatis, prashna methods which works in a different way. So everything has to be approached in its own framework. You should not mix and match all the things together, and it becomes a khichdi. So that's not possible. So whatever the prashna paddhati we follow, maybe I am following 5 to 10 different paddhatis and I see according to that. So but the querist will not be able to, he will not be aware about these facts. So but whatever the astrologer says, they should be able to understand, at least understand the guidelines given by the astrologer, and follow accordingly. So all these shastras are made for the welfare of the society. So society is the first. That means the people. It's for the people welfare. So it's not something it's a purely a business model. It's not like that. It's a one-to-one conversation. It's a private consultation or the private conversation between two parties: the astrologer Daivagnya and the Pruchaka, astrologer and the querist. So where the experience, abundant experience of seeing thousands and thousands of horoscopes, studying different books, studying different combinations, listening to the different lectures. So when the astrologer gets that intuition, so it's a private conversation. It's not something made public everywhere and do some predictions related to the personal life. So that's not the case. There are mundane predictions related to politics or weather forecasting or warfare. So these go in a different way. But the private consultation between two parties, the astrologer and the querist, it should be taken in a divine manner, in such a way that the devotee is going to the temple, okay, in such aspect. So the temple is the prashna devatas and the prashna kundali, or the all the planets and the rashi situated in and around the Daivagnya. So those are the things which are going to help or guide. So here Shakuna Shastra also play, the omens also play an important role. So everything will be considered in this. Even what kind of dress one person is wearing, what ornaments he or she will have, what word or the letter they will start, how many letters in their prashna is asked. So all this matter is very important. And also don't simply waste the time of the astrologers. Okay, time is very important. So when you are come up with crisp prashnas, and don't take it as some astrologers take it as 2 hours 3 hours of it's like a movie saga. So that's not the case. So ask the crisp questions, get the crisp answers. There are prashnas which is to do the historical analysis, like performing the Deva Mangala, or Pitru Mangala, or Atma Mangala, or Ashtamangala in the Ashtamangala Vidanam. So there are 8 Mangala prashnas. So those go in a different way. Rather than that, the normal prashnas, day-to-day life problems, don't waste the astrologer's time. Ask the crisp questions, get the crisp answers. You may have thousands of questions. That's not the right way to ask all the 1,000 questions to one person. So you should ask yourself and get the answer. And another thing I have observed in the astrology is that people expect the astrologer to give the answer which they want. So that is a common tendency of human beings, that they want the positive thing to happen in their life and expect the astrologer to say the same positive thing. But that's not the case. With respect to astrology, we have to say whatever is there, but we don't say two things. It is sampradaya. It's a tradition that ati amrita and ati visha should not be said. Ati amrita, so much of good news. Consider, you will say a person, you will get 1 crore rupees of a lottery amount tomorrow. So due to that over-excitedness or over-happiness, so he may get an heart attack. Chances are there. So we should avoid ati amrita vishaya. Let it happen naturally. If it is happening, why you have to predict? And ati visha. Consider a person is, you will find out that a person is going to die tomorrow. It should not be said. It is a visha for that person. So death should not be predicted at all. It will consume the anushthanams of the astrologer, and also it is a bad sign to the astrologer and his family. So death and birth, so you should not predict the birth and death, so they will happen. Okay. So some people also do the calculations of longevity. So I've done a lot of research in longevity. So none of the formula are proper now for the Kali Yuga. From the sadhana, yoga sadhana, samadhi and all, some hints I have seen. Some people declaring their death this day, this particular time will happen by themselves. It's not by astrology. That is a different one. By their sadhana they will find out that their ayuh pramanam is this much. But the astrological rules, it should not be used to calculate such things. And also the death prediction, tomorrow the death happens, you should not say that, because there are different chances. The punya bhaga of giving a small cup of water to a thirsty person who is in front of your house appeared someday in front of your house, or pouring some water to the plants who are drying in the sunlight, you would have done that, or giving some food to some birds, you would have done that. So those punyamshas can always escape the death. Okay, we don't know which punyamsha will help you to escape the death. You would have done some anushtanas, your pitrus would have done, ancestors would have done some good rituals and all, punya phalas that can help you. Your family members would have done some good things that can protect you. So don't predict the death and make the astrology a downfall. So some people may expertise in predicting the death, but also it's for your goodness that don't predict the death. So if it is possible, make them to come out of that death situation by suggesting the remedies. So that is the symbol of a good astrologer. Also, people should not insist to predict the death. So even we get the hospitalized cases, but none of the times we predict the death. But death has happened, and they will ask, you have not predicted. Be straightforward, say that we don't predict the death. We always support you to. That's why we have a astrology plus Ayurveda, Jyotir Ayurveda system is there. We are authentic Ayurveda solution providers, consultation providers. We have registered Ayurveda clinic with us. So we work on the basis of ethical medical practices. Our doctors are well versed in that. So we suggest to take the consultation of Ayurveda doctors in any such situations. Astrology is not an independent subject, so it is a amalgamation of as planetary combinations, karma siddhanta, yantra mantra tantra, arthashastra, rajya shastra, nyaya shastra, niti shastra. All these are combined together. So the predictions which are being given will be basis on all these things. Sometimes we will give what Chanakya Niti has to be used in some political moves or in administration or any other subject matters. So it has to be followed. That is also based on the intuition that the astrologer gets. So these are few words which I thought let me share with you people based on my experiences of consulting some good people who are querying us, and also some people who are in sorrows and seeking the help from the astrology. So it's not that you approach only us. So approach good astrologers. A lot of astrologers are there in all over world, all over India. So find out the good ones, approach them, but remember these frameworks. And also this is a guideline for our astrologers also I am giving. Whatever the guidelines are said here, take that. It's not something, it may contradict some views of you, but uh, you are uh, you are free to choose your path, but always choose the righteous path, dharma, the path of dharma. So that will always protect you. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Hari Om.